Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're going to look at Goldman Sachs on the daily, weekly, monthly time frame using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. So there's a gap fill right around 169.84. This is the daily chart, and we did not touch it. We're about 35 cents away. So I'm going to be watching. This is what I'm going to be watching for. If the markets gap up tomorrow, we're going to gap and go, and we'll probably get right into this 174.21 area, or the 750 retrace, which is at 172.72. You have some big resistance coming up on this one, and I want to show you some other stuff on the weekly. But let's pull this out. Let me see. You know, there's got to be something else here as a technician. Let's connect these highs here. Nope. So that broke out above there, so we're good with that. And the other highs? Nope, that's the highest high. Let's go back. See, you have a lot of pivot points here. Boom, boom. Went into it, came back in, retraced, tried to get above, came back, broke into that. So yeah, around 170, which it's almost at, you're going to have big resistance, plus you have a gap fill too. 750, then another gap fill, window, gap fill, then up in here you have a nice high pivot, and I'll show you that on the weekly. But again, strong day today, but I want to see it get through this. The institutional money, if they want this up, they'll gap it up over and then continue it up into the gap window, 750, and then this gap fill up here. Let's look at the weekly though. So if you were in this stock back in the end of December, early January, you just got clobbered. So a lot of these people in this area, in this big breakdown bar, in this big breakdown, they're going to be sellers. So as this thing's coming up into this area, a lot of these people are just going to take the money and run or break even at this point. So from this top pivot to that bottom pivot, the fib, we're still same areas around 172.55. We are above the 618. But on the weekly chart, this is what I want to see. If this one's going to continue up, wild card, jobs number coming up. Seems to me they waited a month in, I think, July. Good report, popped it. Now they got a month in August. If it's a good report, that's their only reason they're going to be able to pop this thing, because the no volume markets. I mean, look at this no volume floating up. I don't know if someone upgraded the financials today or something, because maybe there's a lot of bag holders up in here that need to get out. And before they sell, you know, for a loss, let's try to get this thing up. But on the weekly chart, we are above the 50 MA and the 20 MA. Technically, it's in a strong stance. But we had a doji reversal candle last week. Until Friday comes, I want to see a close above this candle and the gap fill back here at the 169.84. At the end of the week, I want to see a close above that, or even higher would be better. Then we got a little bit of follow through, but then the following week I want more follow through, because I'm going to have to get it above this candle here. There's a gap around 180 as well. If we do go up, I'm thinking 180. But if this thing does not stay above this 50 MA and ends up coming down by the end of the week, then we're looking for a close below the 50 MA, then confirmation, then I think we're heading down. But right now it's kind of in a neutral stance. Just because it was up $3 today doesn't mean anything. We still have some gaps to fill, and we'll see how it reacts there. But at this point, it's Tuesday. I want to see a close above this high, which is 168.17, which we're at right now. But I want to see more follow through as well, and more volume. This no volume market and no volume push. No, I need to see more evidence of that. But ultimately, someone's trying to get this thing above this area. We have a big bearish pattern just like this. Look, bearish, collapse, bearish. They popped it above the 50 MA today, 164. Yeah, so at this point, at the end of this month, we got to close, which is tomorrow. We got to close above the 50 MA, and I'd love to see it close above 169.10 or so. Actually, it's right there now. If not, we're still below the 20 MA, curling down in a bearish setup. Bigger time frame, takes a little longer to play out, but we've been consolidating for almost 7 months. This is telling me lower prices in the future. We could get a bounce right now, you know, and that's what they're doing. But I'd have to look if we got an upgrade. If someone knows, let me know if they had an upgrade today, because that's the only reason why we're popping up on here. So, but we did have a good bullish pattern. Not the best, not the worst, but it did. Plenty of consolidation, needs to start moving up, kind of like the SPY. We've been consolidating for 2 months, needs to move up. Like this pattern here, up, sideways, that's not a bad bullish pattern. Pops up, This one here, that's what I'd like to see, a little more of a wedge into price. They got everyone to stop out. They popped it above and kept it going. So again, weekly chart, I need a close above this doji candle here at the end of the week, and then we need more follow through to continue up. And then on the monthly chart, still ugly. Man, that is ugly. And if you do a bigger time frame or a bigger fib from this high to this high, we're running right into the 618 here. If we close above that on tomorrow on the monthly close, I want to see some continuation. If not, I think we're going to get an outside reversal candle, and we're heading right back down to 135.52. Because this pattern here, monthly bearish setup, that's setting up for lower prices. Just the monthly chart takes a little bit longer. All right, guys, thanks for watching my videos. If you have any questions or comments, please send them at stockbookie@gmail.com. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. God bless. See you on the charts.